Banking and financial current affairs. ICICI Bank has launched India's first open for all comprehensive digital ecosystem for all micro, small, and medium enterprises in the country, which can also be used by the customers for other banks. Anyone can use the benefits of digital solutions on the InstaBiz app. The Reserve Bank of India changed the rules for banks to claim the amount of interest subsidies paid to farmers under the short term crop credit plan via the Kisan Credit Card during the previous fiscal year. Union Bank of India became the first public sector bank to go live on the account aggregator ecosystem. The framework facilitates sharing of financial information on a real time basis between regulated entities. Account aggregators are licensed by the Reserve Bank of India to enable the flow of data between the financial information providers and financial information users. The Reserve Bank of India, in its latest report, said India was one of the worst hit nations during the COVID-19 pandemic and that it will take up to 13 years for India to fully recover from the scars of the COVID-19 pandemic. India suffered among the biggest pandemic induced losses in the world in terms of output, lives, and livelihoods, which may take years to recover. Economic activity has barely recovered to pre COVID levels even after 2 years. The public sector banks, the Indian Bank has presented a pre approved personal loan product under the project WAVE. The Chennai based bank announced the World of Advanced Virtual Experience WAVE Digital Transformation Project in January 2022 to introduce its first digital product, the pre approved personal loan, which intends to give consumers with rapid loan disbursements. The Reserve Bank of India's Central Board of Directors met for the 595th time. The meeting was held through video conferencing under the chairmanship of RBI Governor Shaktikant Das. According to the RBI, the board approved the appointment of Executive Director Dr. Rajiv Ranjan to the Monetary Policy Committee as an ex officio member. Ranjan replaced Mridul Sagar, who retired on April 30th. Canara Bank has launched skill loans in association with the Additional Skill Acquisition Program, Kerala, the government company under the Higher Education Department. Under this facility, the loan is ranging from 5,000 to 1,50,000. This loan can be availed of by students who are pursuing skill training programs which are offered by Additional Skill Acquisition Program Kerala or any other central or state government recognized agencies. Indian Bank, a public sector bank, has introduced its digital broking solution, e-broking, as a strategic move towards comprehensive digitalization of its customer products. E-broking is an instant and paperless demat and trading account opening service is now available through the bank's mobile banking app, IndioSys. The product was introduced in collaboration with Fisdom, the bank's financial technology partner. The Reserve Bank of India has given its nod to Equitas Small Finance Bank and its parent company, Equitas Holdings Limited merger plan, subject to certain restrictions. The RBI's no objection comes with string attached. The merger is being carried out to comply with RBI Small Finance Bank regulations, which require the promoter to cut his or her stake in the subsidiary to 40% within 5 years of SFB's startup, Small Finance Bank. HDFC Bank, a private sector lender, has introduced 30-minute express car loans, an end-to-end digital new car loan solution for both existing and non-customers. The bank has integrated its lending application with automobile dealers throughout India. It is the industry's first automotive lending experience, and it is expected to change the way automobile financing is done in India. ICICI Bank, one of the India's largest private sector banks, established a partnership with Santander Bank in the United Kingdom, aimed at making banking easier for business operating in both countries. The ICICI and Santander UK signed a memorandum of understanding in Mumbai to build a framework of partnership between the banks and satisfy the financial service need to corporate clients operating along the India UK corridor. The Union Bank of India has launched an online platform, Trade NXT, which enables corporate and micro, small, medium enterprises to transact all cross border export import transactions from the comfort of their place. That is, eliminates the need of companies to visit a bank branch for the same. Reserve Bank of India has imposed a penalty of rupees 59 lakh on the Korean bank KB Hana Bank for non-compliance with the certain norms related to interest rates on deposits. The Korean bank has been penalized for non-compliance with the directions issued by RBI on Reserve Bank of India. Direction 2016. PNB MetLife India Insurance Company has launched India's first dental health insurance plan. This is the first insurance plan in India that draws fixed benefits, outpatient expenses, and provides financial assistance with a cost related to overall dental health. This launch reinforced PNB MetLife leadership in the industry with this one of a kind standalone the dental health insurance plan that covers major dental procedures without the hassles of hospitalization. The Reserve Bank of India has said that the public sector banks reported over 51% fall in the amount involved in frauds to 40,295.25 crore during the financial year 2021 and 22. As many as 12 public sector banks had reported frauds worth of 81,921.54 crore in the preceding fiscal year 2020-21. The central bank said in response to an application under the Right to Information Act. IDBI Bank has entered into a share purchase agreement with Aegis Insurance International, wherein the bank is looking to sell its remaining stake of 25% in private sector life insurer Aegis Federal Life Insurance of worth 580 crore, making Aegis one of the few foreign insurers to raise its stakes in its Indian insurance joint venture to 74% after the government raised the FDI cap in the insurance sector. The Reserve Bank of India's bank note survey of consumers findings revealed that among banknotes, rupees 100 was the most preferred while rupees 2000 was the least preferred denominations. The survey that was published in the Reserve Bank of Indian annual report this year said that rupees 100 notes were most preferred among Indians while rupees 2000 notes were the least preferred. The RBI survey was also found out that the total number of 2000 notes comprised only 214 crores or 1.6% of the total currency notes in circulation. The Reserve Bank of India has permitted trade transaction with Sri Lanka to be handled in Indian rupees outside the Asian Clearing Union mechanism due to the difficulty faced by exporters to obtaining revenues from the island country. The Indian government guaranteed in terms a loan of $1 billion granted to Sri Lanka by the State Bank of India to finance the acquisition of vital commodities and services such as foods, medicine, gasoline, and industrial raw material. The Reserve Bank of India has sanctioned a surplus transfer to the central government of 30,307 crore rupees for the fiscal year 2021 and 22. The Reserve Bank of of India's Central Board of Directors met for 596th time in Mumbai under the chairmanship of Governor Shaktikant Das to adopt the Reserve Bank annual report and accounts of the year. The board agreed to keep the contingency risk buffer at 5.50% after examining the present economic condition, global and domestic issues, and effect of recent geopolitical developments. State Bank of India has announced the introduction of real-time express credit on its YONO platform, allowing eligible customers to get personal loans up to 35 lakhs. The bank said its flagship personal loan product for salaried customers, Express Credit, now has a digital avatar and customers can now avail of it through YONO. HDFC Bank, India's largest private sector bank, announced the launch of new range of co-branded credit cards with Retailio, aimed largely at chemists and pharmacies in the merchant market. Retailio is a large P2B pharma marketplace in the country. It is a useful app that is having the significant digital impact on the pharma supply chain management in India. Chemists, retailers, distributors, pharmacists, and hospitals can use the Retailio mobile application and web interface to place orders with their respective distributors. The Reserve Bank of India established a 6-member committee to access and review customer service is regulated firms with the goal of safeguarding customers' interest. The committee will also examine the adequacy of customer service standards and provide recommendations to improve customer service. According to the statement from the banking regulator, the 6-member committee will also assess the effectiveness of customer service regulation and make recommendation for improvements. All banks have been urged by the Reserve Bank of India to offer consumers the option of interoperable cardless cash withdrawal at their ATMs. At their ATMs, all banks, ATM network, and WLAOs may offer the option of ICCW. The National Payment Corporation of India, that is NPCI, has been advised to make Unified Payments Interface, that is UPI, integration with all banks and ATM network as simple as possible. Rural Neo Bank Mahagram has tied up with the Indus India Bank to digitize the nation's payment ecosystem and provide a wider scope of transact for its customers in rural India. Mahagram was launched with a vision to transform India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. The partnership between the two aims to boost financial inclusion, encourage socio-economic development, mitigate the risk of the shadow economy, and accelerate the growth of a cashless society. Two-day meeting of senior functionaries of the Postal Department and India Post Payment Bank Arohan 4.0 started in Simla, Himachal Pradesh. The agenda of the meeting is to discuss and deliberate ways to further deepen the financial inclusive drive in the country and to provide banking solution to every citizen of India. Postal Department along with IPPB is working on a vision of the Prime Minister's Digital India initiative to promote digital payments and bring digital banking service to every nook and corner of the country in a customer-friendly manner. The Reserve Bank of India has eased norms for non-bank entities to set up Bharat Bill payment operating units by reducing the net worth requirement to Rs 25 crore with a view to encouraging more players in the segment. At present, a net worth of Rs 100 crore is required to obtain authorization for a non-bank Bharat Bill payment operating units. The reduction in net worth requirements follows an announcement regarding the same by the central bank in April. The Reserve Bank of India has announced new guidelines to permit qualified jewelers to import gold through the India International Bullion Exchange IFSC Limited or any other exchange. IFSCA and DGFT, the Government of India, must sanction the other exchanges. All payments by authorized jewelers for gold imports through IIBX must be done using an exchange mechanism recognized by IFSCA in accordance with the IFSCA Act and regulations according to the RBI. MUFG Bank has obtained necessary approvals from the International Financial Service Center Authority in India and the Financial Service Agency in Japan to open a branch at Gujarat International Financial Tech City, that is GIFT City.